nothing like that. Man, it wasn't nothing like that first time. She was in my math class. Long hair, brown skin with the fat ass.
What's going on, guys? It is Pink here, bringing you another Call of Duty video. And today in this video I'm going to be talking about the sad state that Call of Duty is in. Now, if you guys do like these type of longer videos, as this will be a longer video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias down in the description, and yeah, let's get right on into it. Now, we're going to break this down into a couple of subtopics. The first subtopic we're going to talk about is the CDL. So, with the CDL, the problems that I see. Now, this doesn't really affect the game as much as it is the community, but the CDL is impossible to enter into. There is no females, there is no non-binaries, there's no one other than males in the CDL, which makes this game come across as very sexist and very, there's all these things to someone who hasn't been in the community like me. I have been in the community. I understand that it's just not a lot of women really play the game as much as like Valorant or something like that. Now, one of the solutions I think there might be to that is to have something like game changers or some sort of other circuit right below CDL level that players can get into. They can create a team and they can go into it without being signed to a board, right? Something like that where they can just go in and they can play at the pro level, just not the CDL level. So I think we need to have the pro level here, and then the CDL level here, and then there's the barrier to entry here, right? And then the CDL teams can see the people from the game changers and be like, I want this person on my CDL team as a sub or whatever, right? And then they can call them up, they can DM them. It's just for more exposure, so the community is growing bigger and bigger as time goes on. I think that's a great way to improve the CDL. So that is my big CDL rant. I hope that you guys kind of understand that a little and it makes sense to more of you, and yeah, let's move on to our next topic. Okay, so our next subtopic here is going to be talking about the content rate that this game is in. Now, this kind of has to do with the 2-year life cycle of this game, I think, where they can't just keep pushing out content because they have a 2-year gap instead of a 1-year gap, right, where they have to fit all this content into, which means they have to make more content, blah, blah, blah. But with that being said, right now, it is Season 1 of Call of Duty. Multiplayer Warzone DMZ. DMZ, a great addition, but again, it's still in beta, and there's still a lot more things they could do to improve it. And I don't think they really are. So, with DMZ, which will be another topic later on, but the content drought in general, the only way I can really think to fix that is to have more people working on content. I don't know if that could be anywhere from an employment issue to Activision telling them, no, we don't want this. It could be a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes right now, with Microsoft, Activision, everyone, Battle.net, like the whole everyone. So I think if they can get that sorted out and start bringing us, a lot more content, even if they just copy and paste content from like Modern Warfare 2019 or Warzone 1, right? I think they will have a bigger audience drawn to play the game. But right now, Warzone is at an all-time low for players actually playing the game, players online. It is very small compared to what Warzone 1 was. Now, same with multiplayer. Multiplayer has been in a bit of a drought the last couple of years with Warzone coming out. So hopefully they can kind of bring that multiplayer audience back. And yeah, that's kind of the things, again, with content, like all that leads into content, as in they just need to bring more content, more guns, more maps, more modes. Like, we have no party modes right now. And party modes are such a big thing in Call of Duty, because if you just want to break from CDL mosh pit or ranked play or whatever it is, you could just hop into a party mode and have fun. But you can't do that now. You are forced to get off the game, right? So I think if they fix that, bring some party modes, bring some guns, bring some more content, some blueprints, a bit of everything, whatever they could think of, really, I think that will help the game out tremendously, and yeah. Now we'll move on to our another subtopic. Okay, this subtopic has to do with DMZ. Like I said, DMZ is in a very bad state right now. Actually, I wouldn't even say bad. It's just unfinished. It's in an unfinished state. It is not like Tarkov. It's supposed to be kind of like Tarkov, but Call of Duty spin on it, right? And right now, it's just, it's a looter shooter, but you don't get to keep anything. The loot that you don't get to do anything with, right? Like the cash, the cash just turns into XP, which is great if you just get into the game and you just got the game for Christmas or whatever and you're trying to get max level. That's great. But for the people who have been level 250 max rank for however long, you're just wasting XP and you're wasting time. Because you can't level up guns fast in DMZ. You can't, do anything other than explore and loot, which is great, but there is no system to actually loot. You don't get to keep the loot. All you get to keep is your backpack, your guns, and like some keycards and stuff. Okay, well that's lovely. I can keep the keycards that I already have got. I can do them again. Right? All these keycards and stuff, they're not really important until you die and you lose your backpack and your shield and your armor plates and stuff. And then you go, you do one of those, and then you get all your stuff back. And then you're like, okay, well, why am I playing this again? Right? I went on a huge 9-hour DMZ grind with some people I met in a Discord, and we basically, I have almost every keycard I need. Like backpacks, everything. I haven't touched the game since because there's no reason to come back and touch the game. So I think obviously DMZ, like it says, is in beta, but I think if they need to just start pushing things out for it, a marketplace, this, that, blah blah blah, next thing. Even if you just keep cash and it doesn't turn into XP, say they have a marketplace coming soon or something like that. You know what I mean? Where they can give people a reason to go and grind DMZ other than just the contracts, because that's all there is to do with DMZ, and those can get very boring because some of them are very tedious. So that is my take on DMZ and a couple ways to fix it. But yeah, let's move into our next subtopic. My last subtopic here is going to be with the crashes and bugs. Now it has gotten a lot better, I will give it that, but when the game released, it was terrible. You would crash every 3 to 5 games in Warzone, every hour-ish in multiplayer, and DMZ it would just be out of nowhere for no reason. You'd look at your Wi-Fi, you'd have perfect ping, perfect FPS, and you crashed. Well, why is that? Doesn't make sense. So, as they've gotten better, which is great, I think they just need to make the UI a lot simpler and a lot less heavy, because it feels slow and clunky right now. And I think once I fix that, then the game will be a lot better, because people won't be getting all fed up with the UI not working properly before they even get into a game, right? I think with that, the bugs, if they fix out, iron out all those, the game, and do all the things that I mentioned before previously, I think this game has a lot of potential. Now, I didn't want this to be a negative video, and it kind of turned out that way now that I'm looking back and now I'm recording this last little segment. But I didn't want it to be a negative video. I just wanted to explain to you guys some of the concerns that a lot of the community is having with Call of Duty. And if anyone from Activision or anyone sees this, I hope that you guys take these and try and implement some of them, along with other content creators' suggestions. Now, I'm going to put some links down in the description to a couple of content creators who have made videos similar to this, so if you guys want to see more things that they think might be added or whatever, then go check out their channels. And that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was a little bit of a sad one, but